Taking Social Security at 62, 67, or 70, that one choice can change what you collect by as much as $180,000. So, over the next 10 minutes or so, I'll walk you through the actual math on all three ages, plus the three questions that tell you which one fits your life. And look, this works even if you've never once opened your Social Security statement, even if you're pretty sure you already know the answer. Because here's the thing, most people assume waiting is always the smart move. Well, the break-even twist I'll show you in a few minutes says otherwise. For millions of people, Frank never got to see it. Picture Frank, 62 years old, 38 years in a machine shop just outside Dayton, and honestly, his knees made the retirement decision for him. So the Monday after his last shift, he drives down to the Social Security office and files. And his thinking made sense, right? It's my money. I'd like it back before they go changing the rules. For a couple of years, it felt great. Then his neighbor Gene retired. Same age, same kind of career, same kind of paycheck all those years. Except Gene's monthly check, 77% bigger, same job, same town, different door. The thing Frank never saw was one simple chart, the one you're about to see. And stories like Frank's are honestly the whole reason the retirement map exists, to show you the chart before you walk through the door, not after. Oh, and stick around, because at the end I'll tell you whether Frank actually got it wrong. The answer surprises just about everybody. So, three things decide this whole question: the rules, the twist, and the three questions. And by the end, you'll have an answer you can say out loud in one breath. All right, the rules first. Social Security has a number with your name on it. The official term is your primary insurance amount, which is a mouthful, so let's just call it your full paycheck. It's what you get if you claim at your full retirement age. And for everyone born in 1960 or later, that age is 67. Now, to make this real, let's follow someone whose full paycheck is $2,800 a month. Nice round number, and pretty close to what a solid career earner might actually see on their statement. Claim early at 62, and that check gets cut permanently by 30%. So $2,800 becomes about $1,960 every month for the rest of your life. Now flip it around. Wait past 67, and your benefit grows 8% for every year you hold off up to age 70. They call those delayed retirement credits, and here's the part that matters. That's a guaranteed raise. It's written into the law. It's not some market return you have to cross your fingers for. By 70, that same check is about $3,470 a month. So, same work history, same taxes paid, and it's either $1,960 a month or $3,470. That's the gap Frank found out about over the backyard fence. Which brings up the obvious question, right? Why doesn't everybody just wait until 70? Well, that's the twist, and it's the part almost nobody shows you. Claiming at 62 doesn't just mean smaller checks. It means more of them. 5 extra years of checks. By the time the person who waited until 70 gets their very first payment, the person who claimed at 62 has already collected over $117,000. So the real question was never which check is bigger. It's when does the bigger check catch up? That's called your break-even age. And watch what happens when we put both lifetime totals on one chart. For our example, the lines cross right around age 80. Pass away before 80, and claiming early actually collected more money. Live past 80, and keep going, and waiting wins by more every single year. And this is where the number in the title comes from. Live into your early 90s, and listen, for a healthy 65-year-old couple today, the odds are pretty good that at least one of you will. And the age 70 door beats the age 62 door by roughly $180,000 over a lifetime. That's not a lottery ticket. That's the same paycheck, claimed on a different day. So really, this whole decision comes down to one honest question. How long will you collect? And no, you can't know that. Nobody can. But you can get surprisingly close. 3 questions. Question 1. What does your health honestly say? Not your hopes, your history, your parents, your conditions, your habits. And here's some context most people never hear. The average 65-year-old man today makes it to about 84. The average woman about 87. Both of those are past the break-even age. But averages hide a lot on both ends. If you're managing a serious illness, claiming early isn't a mistake, it's just math. And if both your parents saw 90, then every year you wait is a raise you'll likely collect for decades. Be honest with yourself here, because question 2 raises the stakes. This one isn't just about you. Now you might be wondering, what if I'm married? Doesn't this affect my wife or my husband? It does. More than anything else in this video, actually. Question 2. Are you married? And are you the higher earner? Because here's the rule most couples have never been told. When one spouse passes away, the household does not keep both checks. The smaller one goes away. The survivor keeps the larger check and lives on it, sometimes for 20 years or more. So the higher earner's claiming age, that's not really their decision. That's a decision about the check their husband or wife might one day live on alone. When the higher earner waits, that isn't stubbornness. That's life insurance you buy with patience. Which brings us straight to question 3. Because patience has a price. Can you actually afford to wait? If the job's over and the savings are thin, stop right there. Social Security exists for exactly this moment. Claiming at 62 so you can pay the mortgage isn't a failure. That's the program doing its job. But if you do have savings or a little part-time income to bridge a few years, look at what waiting buys you, a guaranteed 8% raise every single year. There's no savings account paying that. One warning though, before you claim early while you're still working. Under full retirement age, there's an earnings limit. Go over it and Social Security temporarily holds back part of your check. $1 for every 2 you earn over the line. Now, you do get it back later, but it catches people off guard every single year. I'll break that whole thing down in an upcoming video. Okay, let's put some real faces on these 3 doors. Linda is 61, single, managing a serious heart condition, modest savings. For Linda, door 1, 62, isn't a mistake. That's the math working in her favor. Tom and Maria are 63. Tom's the higher earner. That's the $2,800 benefit. And Maria's is $1,400. Their play is the split. Maria claims earlier for household cash flow, and Tom waits towards 70 to protect the survivor check one of them will someday live on. It's the move couples almost never hear about. And then there's Robert, 66, healthy, long-lived parents, still doing a little consulting on the side. For Robert, every year he waits is a guaranteed 8% raise. On a check he'll probably be cashing for 25 years. So, the question we started with, which door is yours? Here's your answer in one breath. Serious health concerns or empty savings? 62, no guilt. Married, you're the higher earner, and either of you could see your 80s? You wait, as long as you reasonably can, because you're claiming for 2 lives, not 1. Healthy, single, with a bridge to stand on? Then every year past 67 is a guaranteed raise that no bank on earth will match. Say those 3 sentences out loud, and one of them is going to sound like your life. That's the map. And Frank? I promised you an answer. Frank's knees were shot. His savings were modest but real. And as it turns out, his wife Carol had the bigger earnings record all along. So for his life, 62 was closer to right than his neighbor's 70. See, the mistake was never the door Frank picked. It's that he picked it in 10 minutes, without ever seeing this chart. And now you've seen what Frank didn't. The reduction, the credits, the break-even, the survivor rule, the whole picture in about 10 minutes. If this made the decision clearer, go ahead and subscribe. The retirement map charts one retirement decision every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and honestly, we're just getting started. Quick note before you go. Everything here is educational, not personal advice. Your exact numbers live at SSA.gov, and a fee-only advisor can run your specific situation. And one more thing. Remember Tom and Maria's survivor strategy? There's a version of that story nobody wants to think about, and every couple needs to. What actually happens to your Social Security when your spouse dies? Those rules decide the check one of you will live on, and most couples learn them too late. That's the next stop on the map. I'll see you there.